So sometimes you'll get to a problem like this. Well, how can I go from 1 to infinity? Isn't that impossible? You can't get to infinity. It was easy when I could go from 1 to 5. It's just going to be, 5 numbers I'm adding together. But to go from 1 to infinity, how can we do that? How can we solve this? I also can't put this in my calculator because you can't put infinity into your calculator. So what can we do? Well, we can do what's called find the partial sum and see if that can give us a pattern to finding the whole thing. So to find the partial sum, instead of this problem, let's look at a different problem where instead of going to infinity, how about we go to just 4? And we should be able to see a pattern here if we just go to 4. So let's try that. Well, the first term, I'd put a 1 in, so this would be 3 over 10 to the first. Plus, put a 2 in, 3 over 10 squared. Put a 3 in, right? Putting it in for I, putting this number as it goes up. So 3 over 10 to the third. Lastly, 3 over 10 to the fourth. Okay, and we know this would go off to infinity. I don't want to worry about those going off to infinity yet. I want to see if I can see a pattern here. Well, obviously there's a pattern on the bottom. It goes 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. Well, what's another way to write 3 over 10? How about 0.3? What's another way to write 3 over 100? How about 0.03? What's another way to write 3 over 1,000? Well, 0.003. I hope you can see a pattern right now. What's 3 over 10,000? Well, 3, it'd be 0.0003, and so on. So if I add the first two, I get 0.33. If I add on the next one, I'm adding on another 3. So what's going to happen as I go out to infinity now? So all we needed was to find the fourth term, and we could see a pretty nice pattern here. So back to the original problem up here, if I go off to infinity, I hope you guys can see that this is going to equal 0.3 repeating, or just 1/3.